We're counting on you. You and Jill both.
And what do you want? Coin purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
Can I see I'm busy here? What's that for, dear? That it? Fine.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
I'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change. Come on, this way. Try to stay out of sight.
Obviously.
Don't worry, the passage is empty. All right, not quite empty. Let's get this over with.
One single man from reaching the sanctum, so shut your gob and keep your eyes open.
They're not from the garrison.
I swear this passage is
The enemy's upon us!
Of course it did.
Perfect plans, Clive. Perfect plans.
Get him, boy! There, boy! Get him!
He never stood a chance.
You're welcome.
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess. There are sentries everywhere.
All good things must come to an end. We might have a bit more company from now on.
Captain! To arms!
All like all the rest.
Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy! There, boy! You know what to do, boy! Sick of Torgal! Over here. Stay down!
I think this may be the moment I was talking about earlier.
What have we here? More insects come to be squashed? You will find my mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
To the talker.
Then let's shut him up.
There, boy! Not this time. Get him, boy!
Do you feel that? Something in the air.
Ether. It's ether.
Then we better make this quick.
You know what to do, boy. Get him! Sick him, Torgal! Get him! There, boy! You know what to do, boy.
Why won't you die?
Is he...
Oh, bollocks. He's gone, Akashic.
Poor wretch.
Save your pity. We'll get none in return. There's nothing left of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment.
Over here. Sick him, Torgal! There, boy!
Akashic or no, he was still a man. A man who drowned in ether.
It's no way for anyone to go.
Come on.
Guard duty's a death sentence in this place. Not that Sylvester cares. Breathe deep of the blessing, my friends. Who said being a dominant doesn't have its benefits?
Sid, this is an ether flood.
There shouldn't be one here, should there? The workers couldn't survive this.
Well, it wasn't here last time, I can tell you that. Which means we need to be quick. The ether won't hurt us, but I'd rather not find out what it's done to everyone else.
The miners. The gods.
Too far gone. The ether's made monsters of them. All we can do now is put them out of their misery.
Isabel said she thought the Empire might be planning to abandon the capital. Could this be why?
You said you could call her Isabel. Never mind. If ever there was a reason to up stakes, an ether flood would be it. Those cats of the camp. They weren't there to keep people out.
They were there to keep the Akashic in.
Doesn't look that far. Right. Why, yo? Whoa. Some help.
Hold on!
Not quite as spry as I used to be.
I'll take that as a thank you.
Look on the bright side, eh? At least you won't get lost.
come from? That's enough. You know what to do, boy. It's over. That's enough. Sick of Torgal. Get him. It's over. Sick of Torgal. Not this time. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. You know what to do. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal. That's enough. Sick of Torgal. Get him. Over here. Sick of Torgal. Over here. Sick of Torgal. There, boy. Get him! There, boy!
see they replaced that wooden door with something a little more sturdy. On the count of 3.
What happened to 2?
Ask 1.
Once more.
Aye, seeing as you're trying now. As if that was going to keep us out. The Mother Crystal's just up ahead.
Is it? I can't see a thing.
Well, unless someone's moved it. There's no one about.
I knew it would be big. But this...
There. That's our way into the inner sanctum. You'd think they'd have patched that up by now. A sorry state the Empire's in.
Wait. You don't mean...
Aye. My little game of hide-and-seek with Bahamut ended here. At tragic cost to this remarkable architecture. Don't blame me, he started it.
But how did he make it out alive?
I walked. You should try it.
Oh, no.
Them again.
Well, there's something you two want to tell me?
Maybe later. You know what to do. There, boy. Sick of Torgal. Stay down.
But how could those creatures from Phoenix Gate be here in the mines?
Are the two places connected somehow?
Over here. It's over. You know what to do, boys. Stay down. It's over. Get him. Get him, boy. Over here. There, boy. It's over. Sick him, Torgal. Get him, boy. Sick him, Torgal. Not this time. Get him, boy. Sick of
When I was in the Imperial Army, soldiers assigned to the Glass Gate would tell stories about something they called the Guardian.
Can't say I saw anything like that when I was last here. Then again, I can't say I made it this far.
Let's just be careful then. Where did that come from?
If I had to guess...
Oh damn, we're fighting a dragon.
Poor beast. Another victim of the flood.
Well, if it's a fight he wants.
Ready, Clive?
Always. There, boy! Sick of trouble! Get him! You know what to do. Sick of trouble! Get him, boy! There, boy! You know what to do. There, boy! Come on. That's better. There, boy! Sick of Toggle!
Where's he off to now? Clive, look out!
You're too slow. You know what to do, boy. Not this time. There, boy. Sick of Toggle. Get him, boy. Get him. Sick of Toggle. Get him. There, boy. Sick of Toggle. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Toggle.
it.
Are you all right?
Fine.
The inner sanctum lies just beyond. Chances are the palace guard knows we're here. We should move. Not that any sane commander would send his men into a place awash with this much ether. Clive. If this all works, and the blessing fades, things are likely to get worse for our kind before they get better. Being the last to wield ether will make our talents that much more sought after. By which I mean hunted. I just hope, in the end, they'll see that we didn't have any other choice. That it was the only way to get us to a better place.
And here I was thinking I was the uncertain one. Luckily, 2 out of 3 of us have faith in you.
Then it all starts here. Time to earn that menacing title. Sid the Vicious, was it?
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna die.
We're almost there. Anyone having second thoughts?
Not me.
We're with you to the end, Sid.
Then what are we waiting for?
Beautiful.
The heart of Sambrak.
Well, that didn't work. I think we're gonna need a bigger sword.
Mine's bigger.
Thank you, Clive, but I meant that figuratively. The core's clearly made of sterner stuff. Taja's going to have a fit when she hears about this. Stand back. It's about to get cramped in here.
Clive, look.
What is that?
Sid!
Ifrit, I need Ifrit.
What the fuck?
Come to me. I can't do this without you. Not again. Where are you?
Hold on.
Where the hell am I? I've been here before. You again. Where are you? What do you want? Fuck. He's still alive. Get out of my head! I don't answer to you. I'm leaving. One way or power isn't yours. But this is mine.
Oh, that's
I remember now. I had a fire. I am Ifrit! It's done. How many more could there be?
that looks cool.
As you wish.
Yeah, that was cool.
Clive!
Well, enjoy your nap.
You're wounded.
This, it's only a scratch. All right, the hole.
We'll find you a healer.
Here. No, you won't. I know who you are. And if you think I'm gonna let you have him... think again.
Sid.
One left. That'll do me.
Try not to talk.
Clive. For so long, I thought I had all the answers. But then I met you. And I learned it wasn't a good death we should be fighting for, but a better life. It's all very well, a man reclaiming his fate. But if he can't choose how he meets it, what's the point? So, I made a choice.
Don't do this!
The rest is in your hands. The Crystal's blessing is a prison, Clive. And if it's an outlaw the world needs to help it break free...
Stop. Please.
I can think of none better than you.
In ashen grip, let ember glow, to kindle flames anew. I'm sorry, Clive. Had I arrived but a moment sooner.
Okay, Joshua's here now.
Remember me, boy? I saw you protect them. That was very brave. I know you're there, Ultima.
Oh. You have learned our name. What else have you learned, Phoenix?
My travels have revealed much about you and your ambitions. I know that it was you who tore me from my brother. And I know that it is his power that you seek. But know this. If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Very well.
Breath of mine ancestors, fill these lungs that I may dispel the songs of suffering.
A disturbance.
We'll leave. My brother alone.
What the fuck? That's sick.
This is getting us nowhere.
We agree. No more games, Phoenix. We have come to claim our vessel.
And I said no.
These flames are nothing. You will know what it is to burn.
Yours is a fleeting form. I'm not fool enough to think I can harm you. But to protect my brother, I don't have to.
These are not flames of destruction.
Have you forgotten already who I am? Just try and get to my brother now. Fiend.
must be here. Must! Can't fail Lord Kupka again! Find Sid! Or we're all fucking dead! Sid, help us! Where is he? You'll do! Bastard!
Gab, we've got to go!
Not without this!
Sid is not among the dead. Shall I send a Stolas?
That won't be necessary.
Fuck me! Where the hell are you, Sid? Where the hell are you?
Oh, damn. That's kind of sucks.
The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, feel its softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir. It's all fresh. Picked this very morning.
Restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices, calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road? I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
It's good to see you, Sid.
What have we learned?
The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was. Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him, the outlaw. Sit here.
Come on! Go! Summon the others! The bearers.
Safe.
Sid dies here! Over here! You're finished! This one. Get him. This one. The outlaw's in here. Bring me his head.
Titan sends his regards.
Get him. Over here. This one. This one. Garuda! Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten! They brought a pet. You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go. That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Ride's over, lovebirds. Home sweet home. Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Finish with that laugh.
operations are suspended until further notice.
Ah, word of your adventures arrived this morning.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest. No one seems keen to join hands with an out. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the... Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me...
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be, and I'm sure she has her reason.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed...
One might say the same of you, Vivian Knight.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life. So, could it be that you've come for one of... Very well, then. Shall we start? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of... But the real question is... Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason, she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed... Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson... Complete...
Even.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him...
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Ah, my favorite pupil. One would think... I admit... a far more reputable fellowship. My beloved homeland. Or at least, it was. How may I help you today? Of course. Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Clive, is everything all right?
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have black thought.
Is it business? Our pleasure. I remember it like it was yesterday. You're our leader. Well, you won't hear me complaining. They only drop still. Go on then. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Have we any more?
Lawsman Harper.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. Welcome home, Clive.
I believe this belongs to you.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary... That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head, but without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the...
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates.
I fear it is not more books that I require. Mayhap we look in the wrong places.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a type.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogle.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them. Titan took much from us that night, and the wounds that remain. They are not quick to...
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
My knowledge is yours. You wish to study the tomes? You are always welcome, Clive.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav.
Not a Stolas.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tavern crowd.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk. What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Cid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, Far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
Clive. What's Sancfordian, dear? Not bad, if I do say so myself. And?
What do we know?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over blood was spilled. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, they've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore that. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder.
And now she's missing. She's fallen into the hands of the Empire.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad...
Don't worry, Otter.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical.
Sid? I trust you don't mind. Also thought, and it appears he would...
They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her where...
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrow.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
A bust. Jill and I will go after them. You take...
We will. But, before you... One of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about... I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good.
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
We're not alone.
Look. Up ahead. Martha.
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who tell us what happened. The damn The Black Sheep? The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distract.
Then, Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn?
I think so.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire. Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you...
Murder. They drove the bearers to that.
Wait. That bitch of a... Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious...
And for their crimes shall they be punished. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these...
How dare you speak those words?
Clive.
This won't take...
This one! Wake up!
Is that all of...
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be...
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left.
Clive. He's...
We're friends of Martha. They are.
Rosaria will never be saved. Unless we save... Tell Martha.
Sid! In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers...
No, they didn't. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could...
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should...
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot were still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting.
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
This might take a while.
They called themselves
Oi,
our
look
country.
sharp!
Hey?
Thank you, Founder.
Didn't see that coming. That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are true.
I hope so.
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Thank you, Founder. Thank you.
I'm glad Martha's safe. Both for her sake and
They called themselves our countrymen.
No one's...
I'm sorry.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you, but it should have been me.
How?
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of... I assumed it was all just nonsense, nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to it.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What the... Which begs the question, my mother obviously has a hand in this.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and Oh, before I forget, Astolas from Ottoland. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well.
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them
Now, where's Gav?
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sanbreque. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath, near Ironhome. Drake's Fang, in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine, in Waloed. And Drake's Tail, here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I hear. There's trouble in Rosaria.
That broom's as ragged as...
So Martha's all right.
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn? One must understand one's place in the world. Thus ends today's lesson.
Ah, yeah. I'll stick with Nectar if it's all the same to you. The Hunt Board, it's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Right. Well, leaving Yor, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. But with the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. And perhaps I can. The Patron's Whisper. Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, but I still catalogue. Is everything we've received and everything promised. Here you are. All in good time, eh? Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Think you can help?
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, He has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Mockery of justice is what it is.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all. For the...
Of course, your lordship. You should...
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small?
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
You're a long way from home, aren't you? You won't be disappointed. There you are. Fare you well?
Excuse me.
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants...
Don't they just...
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for him. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. We're going hunting for outlaws. How do you like that, boy? Two more left to join the garrison this very morning. You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. At least I think they was the Black Shields.
Was this the first time they've...
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they...
If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing, though...
Don't you go telling these straight... I speak for the people of this village. You are to leave Amber and...
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here.
But the Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay, some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will glad. This village will not become...
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will...
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have... A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before... Perhaps the next village will yield more...
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it. More of my mother's men.
Get him!
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay.
The Black Shield.
You know who we are. And why then? We owe you our thanks. You have to dwell in darkness, that we may purge.
Say that. I'll show you a true shield
Over here! Over here! This way.
Tell me what I want to the end. Who are you looking for?
Why, your friends have been found. They await you in all.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith. They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy!
Viceland's dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
No, good enough for everything!
Hang the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, away with you, filth! Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guard.
I suspect everyone in that crowd. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city.
If you're sure. And the entire... Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is about...
The good news is we haven't seen a single black... shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitor!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shield have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
We'll show him as much mercy as they...
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge, and provoke the main host at their... Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding... This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being... While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small...
How small exactly?
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady Jill for company.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been...
Very good.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the...
And so we
Blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I did.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now?
We bear a message for the Vicereine.
You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vag could guard aught against the Die along...
Forest area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Fire and flame!
More dragons!
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Over here!
I needed that.
Waken wind! Over here! This way.
So Wade!
Found them. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Go, Tor! Over here! Sick 'em! Attack!
It's over.
I don't see it.
It did. We sent every last one of the rock. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings.
Perhaps. Though I shall move swiftly to see her minions' ranks.
And then it will all... I often wonder if the nation we once knew, her fields rot. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, and yet be that as it may, it is still our home. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrisons? A sound strategy.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first, and had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move, it is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if you
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could... It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will...
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you...
I know. Go on now.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Cid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.